Alright, so I figured it was time to do a video on my gaming situation. This is my tower. It's a Zelman case, a Z11 case with a AMD FX 8150 inside there. I have a Antec cooler 620 water cooler, a OCZ Mod Extreme Pro 600 watt modular power supply, 8 gigabytes of Vengeance DDR3 RAM, and a Gigabyte 970A UD3 motherboard. I also have a OCZ Agility solid state drive and a 1 terabyte Caviar Black drive. So up here I have my Razer Death Adder mouse, and then I use the Rocketfish control mouse pad. Pretty nice mouse pad. It was inexpensive, and it's got two sides. You got a speed side and you got a control side. I use a control side, and as you can see, it's solid. It's not flimsy. Then I over here I have just a cheap USB keyboard, nothing crazy. I mean, it illuminates. That's about as crazy as it gets. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty basic. Just something I needed. I was tired of having wireless, so I got this, and it's actually surprisingly nice for the price that I paid. It was $30, so I really like it. Up here I have a Sony PlayStation, Sony PlayStation 3D display. It's 24-inch 1080p, 120 hertz TV essentially, but it's more of a monitor because it doesn't have a built-in tuner. So really, only options you have are two HDMI inputs and some RCA inputs. It's okay. It does have some issues. That's why they had a pretty large return rate on these. They would black out from time to time when you're playing, and mine has done that, so that's kind of a pain. But I'm going to use it still. It's not bad enough to where I don't want it. I'm going to use it for a while. I got a protection plan on it, so for 5 years I have it protected. If anything crazy happens, I can just take it back, get another one, or just get my money back and buy a monitor. But for now, it's nice. It looks great. Picture's really good. It's fast, so I like the way that it works. Plus, it has built-in speakers and a subwoofer built into the back to give it a little more bass. So when I'm not using my headset, I get pretty clear sound. Speaking of headsets, I use Turtle Beach X12s. They're pretty basic, not surround sound, wired. I use those to game currently. I use them on my Xbox as well, so that's why I have those. Yeah. Over here, I just have some cheap TV, just a Sanyo 26-inch or something like that, 720p, just LCD TV. I have that because I gave my girlfriend my old TV and she had this one, and I said, let me have it because I'm not gonna let it just sit in a closet somewhere. So I use it for my secondary computer. This was a computer I built for free out of extra parts. Actually, no, correction, it was not free. This case I had to purchase. It's an Antec case. I can't remember the exact model. It was about $25. It's like, bare and normal. Nothing crazy about it is why I got it. I like that like clean look. Nothing too fancy. Nothing on the top. Very, very simple. It's got sides here, of course, and I have cathodes in there lighting it up. What's inside here is a MSI 760G MP21 motherboard. It does take AM3 plus CPUs, but what it has in there is a CPU that I got for free because my friend was using it as a test CPU. It is a Sempron 145, but cool thing about the Sempron 145s is they unlock to Athlon dual cores. So This one's unlocked to a Athlon. Athlon 2, like, hold on, I'll tell you. After unlocking it and overclocking it a tad, it is now a, and you can't really see that, but it is a Athlon 2 445. Like I said, you can't really see it that well, but that's what it is. And it also has a Radeon 5770 graphics card in it, and just as an indicator of what it can do, what it's capable of, I guess I can. Let's see. I'm going to go to Steam real quick. And of course I was logged in somewhere else. Sorry about the hold up. Let's go to Skyrim real quick. I'll show you how it plays. I think everything's on high. I think it was on set on high by default. So bear with me. I'm using a wireless keyboard and mouse, so might be a little crappy controlling. And then on top of that, I'm holding the camera in one hand. Yeah, that's terrible control. Alright, I'm gonna go over here to my mouse pad. I'm not used to using this terrible anywho, as you can see, I'm playing just fine. Granted, I'm not playing on 1080p. It's still, you know, very clean looking, and I'm about to jump to my death, so you guys can check that out. That'll be fun. There he went, Dunzo. Anywho, that's playing on a Athlon Sempron, which is a single core processor, unlocked to a dual core. So I mean, that's pretty impressive, I think. Nice indication of what you can do with that cheap little thing. I think it's like that CPU is like $40 on Newegg, I believe. But yeah, let's quit it up here, and I don't really know what else to tell you. I guess one thing I can show you is up there I have a lot of the components. I have my Wii, which is modded, so I can run emulators and things like that. I don't actually have any games right now, though. I have it modded, but I haven't really done anything with it, so I need to step that up. I need to get some games on there, some of the old games. But all in all, I mean, it's a pretty basic setup. I work for my stuff. I mean, I buy my own things. So, I mean, it's a very slow process for me when I'm putting together this kind of stuff. My next step is, or my next project is going to be a Hackintosh build. I want to do that, so I'm going to build a Hackintosh. I'm going to maybe use that for video editing or something of that nature. And what the hell? I don't know what happened there. That looks crazy. Let's go here real quick, show you some scores. So in the Windows experience, we get a 6.7, 7.2, 7.4, 7.4, 5.9. 5.9 being the lowest. It's my hard drive, but second lowest is the processor, which is a 6.7, which is still relatively high. Over here I'm getting like pretty high scores across the board. Close this out. Crud. And that's not what I wanted. Here we get 7.6, 7.6, 7.9, 7.9, and 7. So 7 is my solid state. It's SATA 2, so it's a little held back by that SATA 2 port. I could easily upgrade, I guess, and get a SATA 3 SSD and up my score to probably 7.6 or so. But I haven't done that and I'm lazy. I'll do that eventually. I need to add 8 more gigs of RAM, and I need to possibly overclock my processor just a little bit. But I'm going to hold off on that until I feel like it's necessary. 8 cores is plenty. So no need to rush that. But anywho, I know this is dragging out, but that is my build again. Cheap keyboard, Razer mouse, Sony PlayStation display, Zellman case, AMD FX 8150. I mean, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. All done for. And this whole thing here is all probably cost me less than $800, and that's monitors, both computers, everything. The whole nine, everything you see pretty much probably ran less than $800. So that's not too bad, I don't think. Well, let me know what you guys think.